Had to watch for the jakes on the road. This crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars driving fast. I never done this before. Get out my problems. Let me. When up and magic with the gang, we ball out. It can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the J calling. Let me click over.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. 38 yards on the scamper there.
And that's definitely the way to get things started. That's the way it was drawn up in the locker room, in pregame, and everything. And they got it done right away, running the ball for a big game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. D. Ford able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 29 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way down to the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 34. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Stick, stick. Greystone, travel.
On second down, a run with Breida.
I got you, boy.
And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go,
First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
It's second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, Wilson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Right there, 54 miles. Watch the screen.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And some room to run now. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Garoppolo on first down. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, here's Breida. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 180.
Max 56. Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On first down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Nick Bosa able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 11. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 14. Run it. Watch the slap. Check nickel. Gotta go. In and out. Let's go. Watch twins. And let's go. Double count right here. Double count. Yeah, that's really nice.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Christian Kirksey. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Hey, watch the slant. Good job right there. Mike 4.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
At the 15-yard line.
Here we go. 180. White. I got you. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. Black. Hey, orbit. Hey, let's calm down. Hey,
Throwing on and this one's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
21.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
I'm not ready.
Smith.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. Like 80. 65.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Two.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, 26 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's just me and you. It's just go. Trip right. 54's Mike. Check.
Here's Wilson. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 3rd down, Wilson. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
After the penalty, it's Penny. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
Check back 54.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought,
blitz coming, and down he goes. D Ford able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Wilson. Got a man. It's Brown. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Wilson now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Now it's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 21-14. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, yeah, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make, because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they can pick it up. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Jamal Sheard on the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 3. 11. Joker.
They run again with Breida. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 77 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Alert.
Ito Smith, his first carry. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey!
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. He'll find Metcalf. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
54's Mike. Check.
Now Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
Mike 54. You gonna get this, boy? You think you won't get this? You think you won't get this? Check.
A first down carry for Smith. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Penny will try to punch it in, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to regain the lead. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his 2nd TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
13.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Here we go, D.
1, Omaha.
Check 24. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
11.
And that'll set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Rush in.
21. Here we go.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
End of the third quarter of play with the score Seahawks 28.
Here we go.
49ers 21.
I got you, son.
11.
49. Come on.
Go.
Bring it. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Here we go. 49.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Switch.
21. 1, Omaha.
Bring it, guys. Fight.
Bravo.
51. Watch the screen.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check. 21.
Chance.
Protein spill. 21. Hey, Alpha.
So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Topper.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
I can't believe they even let you play.
They go counter with Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
21.
Don't get nervous. Go, Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up.
Hey, Charlie.
Oh, yeah.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Hey, watch it.
2.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up. We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20. But instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run? In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold it, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught at the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check. Go 14.
Now Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Seattle.
Cut. Go right in.
Right there. 54 miles. Cut.
One left.
Penny, a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On second and 11 now. Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeForest Buckner gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Wilson to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They run with Breida. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And incomplete, crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble and gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game.
And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on in the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready, because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, roll on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, roll on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, roll on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, roll on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They say you switch if you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, huh? They act like they made us.